Right, Saturday, 12:30, Enzo Maresca's Chelsea take the trip to Turf Moor to take on former Chelsea player Scotty Parker's newly promoted Burnley side. The Premier League is back after the international break, and there won't be another one until March. Thank God for that. And a win in this fixture, being that we are the early kickoff, means that at least for a couple of hours, Chelsea should be moving into second in the Premier League table. So in today's video, we will be previewing the game. We will be looking, I should say, at the opponents in Burnley. We will be giving our preferred starting lineup. And as always, we're going to top it off with a score prediction. Now, by the way, I gave a score prediction in our last preview on this channel, and you might be able to tell me, Josh, did I get it right?
You were wrong every time, because you always get it wrong, unfortunately.
I was right every time. Well, I weren't right every time. I weren't,
You're right about 10% of the time every time.
Every time.
10%
of the time, though. Yeah. No, I said 3-0, and it was 3-0.
That's the first one you got right.
No, it's not. I've got better right. You know, well, I reckon one of the most liked comments on my channel is "Who's here after Joey predicted the scoreline?"
The Joracle.
Yeah.
Not again.
That's why they made the name.
How do you do it?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
I'm like that fella on TikTok, aren't I?
What? Oh, what?
I've got a time machine.
Oh.
Live in the future.
Oh, really? How far have you gone?
Have you seen this guy?
No, I haven't seen
There's a guy on TikTok that's convincing people that he's living in the future and all the humans are gone.
He's living in the future now?
He's in the future now, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How is he uploading it to TikTok now?
They got better Wi-Fi then.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
4G
better
towers.
Wi-Fi than Epsom,
4G towers
sure.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Listen, you a little bit torn for this game in terms of like who to support.
Really torn. This is the derby in the Aveste
household. Yeah,
this is literally a tough one.
Can you shed a bit of light on that or not?
My missus is from Burnley.
Yeah,
she's been to Turf Moor.
Really?
And she's been to the Dyche pub that's outside Turf Moor.
I'd have turfed her out as soon as I found out she was from Burnley now, man. She's a lovely girl.
She is a lovely girl, and I've removed the accent now.
Really?
Yeah, she's got a London accent now.
Oh, I thought you meant you just removed her voice box.
Yeah, that's one way to get rid of it.
That's a bit serial
That's
killery.
one way to get rid of it. No, I've trained her over a consistent amount of time to just pick up the London twang.
I've never thought she sounds like she's from Burnley.
There you go.
But then there is a bit of, not Midlands, because I always just...
Well, you have to, you sort of work your way down the country.
Yeah.
She started off with the Burnley, went to Manchester, she moved to Birmingham.
What film is this from? I don't know much about football. But I don't fucking like Burnley.
In between
Burnley
us.
can fuck off.
In between us.
Yeah,
classic. Yeah. It's a classic. I did feel that way, and now I do have a little bit of a soft spot for them. Burnley should be a Premier League team, shouldn't they? Because they have won First Division titles. Quite a few of them, actually. So
there was a big team back in the day, weren't they, Burnley?
They were.
Yeah. Do you know when they came across my radar?
Go on.
When I was at Stamford Bridge, and we played them, and Didier Drogba picked himself up a 3-match ban. Do you remember this?
What did he do?
He scored against them.
Yeah.
This was before they moved the fans. Someone fact checked me. I think it's about 2010, 2009. I was there with my dad, right? This was before they moved the fans because he threw a coin back into the Matthew Harding.
I don't remember this.
And that was at the away fans who had thrown a coin at him, right?
Matthew Harding, away fans?
Away fans used to sit
that.
in the Matthew Harding.
Really?
Yeah, before they moved him into the shed. They only moved him into the shed like within the last 10 years or so.
God, my memory is like a sieve.
So say for example, and this is how I know, yeah, it was them because this was before that game. Say for example, when we played Napoli and we beat them 4-1 at the bridge, the away fans used to sit in the Matthew Harding then. They moved them.
On the side close to the West Stand or side close to the East Stand? Probably West Stand, hey?
East, didn't it? Side closest to.
No.
Yeah. You know the Hublot watch?
That's where I first sat in the East, the Matthew Harding closer to the East Stand. So maybe I was right next to the away fans.
Maybe. Yeah, you were probably right next to them. Maybe.
Weird.
Someone fact check me if I'm wrong, but that's
I
how
don't
my
remember
memory
that.
serves me.
I don't remember
Anyway, Didier Drogba threw a coin back into the crowd against
During a Burnley match.
Yeah. And I remember my dad, I went there with my dad, we were sat in a box, we were sat with Kerry Dixon, actually, right? And I remember my old man basically giving me a little bit of like a rundown on the history of Burnley and saying like these were a big club, blah, blah, blah. I tell you who played for Burnley that day.
Kieran Trippier.
No. Chris Eagles. Do you remember him? Academy graduate from Man United.
No.
Played for the Man United team. Like, do you remember when they had the season when they had the crest?
Not Luke Chadwick.
No, pretty in his team. Chris Eagles came through at Man United. He played for Burnley. He was quite a good player for Burnley, to be fair. The big thing about this match being an important one for me is being the early kickoff. Obviously, it's always great playing first because if you get a win, you can relax. Like you've kind of not got a horse in the race. I hate when we play, let's say, for example, the 3 o'clock kickoff, and then you're waiting and you're watching the 5:30, hoping that the team you need to loses, or potentially even rolls over into Sunday. But if you can win in the 3 o'clock kickoff, you set a precedent, you apply immediate pressure to your rivals before a ball is even kicked. And not only that, selfishly, as I say, you can just sit back as a fan and watch the football, and if your rivals win, they win. It doesn't matter because you won earlier on in the day. But despite all of that, right, you've got to look at the 2 teams above us right now, aren't you? And I honestly think, despite the fact I know you're going to hit me with some Spursy banter, I do think that, like I always predict, this could be the weekend. This could be the weekend where one of them drops some points. Arsenal have got a North London derby, right? You would fancy them at home to Spurs. But in derbies, crazy things can happen. And as well as that, Man City, they've got Newcastle away. Now, people will look at Newcastle's form this season and they'll go to me, oh, well, Newcastle aren't very good at home and Newcastle aren't even very good in the Premier League. They've been all right in Europe. Mate, regardless, St James's Park's not an easy ground to go to. We need to get a win here because there's every chance that one of those teams drop points, isn't there?
So you are known as Toxic Positivity FC. Mm-hmm. Are you so toxic that you think that we could be leading the Premier League table in a couple of weeks' time then? Because if you don't think that Arsenal are going to get a result...
No, go on. Continue your line of questioning.
You don't think that Arsenal are going to get a result against Spurs. You think that Spurs' away form, bearing in mind they are, I think, second in the form table in terms of away results only. They're not very good at home, but they're quite good away.
Yep.
So if that happens, then Arsenal come to Stamford Bridge, and you think we can, without a Gabriel playing for Arsenal, score some goals against an impenetrable defence, or at least that's what they say. And you think we could be leading the title charge?
I think half of what you just said could be true, but I don't think we'll be leading the title charge because I think that Arsenal will get the job done against Spurs.
Really?
Yeah.
The form. I think Spurs might have a better away form than Arsenal.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But that's why I'm saying about like a London derby can just create a bit of chaos. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying there. Listen, if I was a betting man, then most importantly, I would be a betting man with
Stakemate.
Stakemate,
that's
obviously.
the one. Yeah.
But if I was a betting man, right, I would obviously put my money on Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Not me. I like to back an underdog, so I'd probably put it on Spurs, to be honest.
Do you know what, though? The Gabriel factor is... That'll be interesting for that game. Because they're not going to be with him, because he looks like he's injured in the international
And he's just
break.
scored so many goals since they brought him in from Man City that he just... Oh, sorry, Gabriel. I thought you were on about Gabriel Jesus, the one they brought in to score those goals.
I mean, he has scored more goals than Gabriel Jesus. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Gabriel has scored more goals than Gabriel Jesus? I suppose he has.
He has.
What, overall in his Arsenal career?
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
Gabriel's barely played. Gabriel Jesus barely plays.
Nah. Fact check that. I reckon you're wrong.
No.
I reckon you're wrong. I reckon
No
Gabriel Jesus has just about scored
No.
more. It always
no,
feels like a defender's scored
No
more
way.
goals. When you get a goal-scoring defender, it always feels like they've scored more goals because I've honestly had seasons when it's felt to me like JT had scored 20 goals that season.
He
And then I've
scored
looked back on it and
24 goals for Arsenal. Gabriel, the defender, Magalhaes.
24 in total.
24 in total. This is going to be really close.
Gabriel Jesus has just nicked him. Gabriel Jesus has scored about 28 goals. 27.
He scored 34.
Oh, well, that's good going, though.
That's mad, though, that is. He's very close.
Yeah.
It's like
So
under
who's the
10
greatest
goals.
ever Gabriel?
Barbosa.
Nope.
Who?
Knew
Batistuta.
the signs wasn't right. I was stupid for a while.
Is that Pop Idol?
Swept away.
Is he Pop
by
Idol?
you. He, Gabriel.
Oh.
Dreams can
I'm thinking of a
come
completely
true.
different person.
Look at me, babe. I got you. That's Gabriel.
You're amazing.
There you go. There you go. What were we talking about? Chelsea, wasn't it?
People get very annoyed when we don't do the preview early enough in the video.
I actually saw someone comment the other day basically saying, like, can you just get to the point a little bit quicker? And it just made me think, you're new around here, aren't you? Yeah. You ain't been on this channel before, have you?
If you want to go for serious analysis, this might not be the channel for you.
No.
But we
But if you
do
want,
talk about
if you want
it.
good looks and charm,
Yeah.
you should go to Benson's channel. Now, joking.
He's got his new setup now in Dubai, Benson.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
Do you have a series with Benson?
Used to.
Oh, because I heard that earlier on and I was like, oh my God, you wait until I get my hands on this kid.
No, he dumped me.
If he did what he did to me over me cheating with Tobes, you wait.
No, he dumped me.
For
Eunice.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair play. I don't blame him. That's a massive upgrade.
Seriously, though, I know you have actually been keeping an eye on Burnley so far this season. So what do you think of them?
Do you know what? They surprised me because I thought, if I'm being completely honest with you, that they might have been the ones that really struggled this season in terms of the teams that come up. If you look at their individual players, they've still got Carl Walker. Carl Walker's there now.
Yeah.
Solid player, really like him. Esteve in the defence, also very good centre back. He's only 21. He looks really good.
Get to it. Name their best player. By a country mile.
No, do you not see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So they've got Anthony in midfield. That's not the Anthony you're expecting. That looks really good. And they got a few players
and the better midfielders.
And then they've got a certain ex-Chelsea player.
They haven't got like a hybrid defensive midfielder / goal scoring midfielder, have they?
Would you rather have this player, or would you rather have, like, with all the context, right? I'm going to set you this up. With all the context that you know right now, with all the injuries, would you rather now in our squads have Romeo Lavia or Leslie Ogachukwu?
I'd rather have Romeo Lavia because I think for the greater good over the long term he's going to be better. But in terms of like readiness for the here and now, Leslie Ogachukwu is a player that I think is criminally underrated.
Were you surprised it never worked out?
Yeah.
Because
I was,
he bagged goals in pre-season every fucking time.
Yeah, but not only that, like I also think that there are sort of impactful moments that Chelsea fans will remember. You'll probably remember because you were there in the stands, but they don't make their way onto
social media,
a leaderboard, statistic sheet, social media viral clip. You know, I think, for example, when he came on against Liverpool on the opening day of the season, I believe was it under Pochettino? I believe it might have
Probably
even been.
be, yeah.
But it was a game when he came on against Liverpool. There were a lot of games when Leslie Ogachukwu made a difference. But one thing that we're seeing now is he's being a really important player for Burnley, and it fills me with happiness. Like, it actually does, yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Because there's sometimes when a player leaves Chelsea, like, let's say, for example, a Noni Madueke, right?
You don't wish him well.
I don't wish him unwell.
But you don't wish him well.
True, yeah, I don't wish him well.
You almost kind of do half wish him unwell as well.
I don't wish him unwell.
You do.
No,
you don't want Noni Madueke to be good for Arsenal.
No. Ask me it in a different way. Do I want him to be injured? No. I don't want him to pick up. I don't want him to pick up a bad injury.
Do you want him to completely flop his performances and look absolutely average?
Yeah.
Do you want him to ever play for England again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's well far.
I reckon if we polled the comments right now, there'd be a lot of people going, "Yeah, I'd be happy if he never played for England ever again. If his career just completely went off the boil."
He's not from my standpoint, by the way, but I know this. Like you'll always know it about your own players. Yeah, basically, you are the best gauge of whether rival fans like your player or not.
Yeah,
and he falls into the unlikable category.
Yeah.
So he's in there with Cucurella and he's in there with Garnacho.
But there are fans out there right now that the moment they leave Chelsea, they're dead to them. That's it. They don't care about them at all.
Not me.
No.
Not me. But then it's for a specific type of player. So the moment Noni Madueke left Chelsea, dead to me. Don't care about him at all. The moment Callum Hudson-Odoi left Chelsea, not dead to me. Still care about you. Still hope you're doing well. Do I occasionally send Conor Gallagher the occasional you up?
Yeah.
At 3 a.m.
We've all done it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we've all done it.
We've all done it.
So,
why was we want to buy Elliot Anderson when we've got a better player that could come back to Chelsea in Conor Gallagher?
Exactly.
You know? Like he is actually better.
So just quickly, when we're speaking about being better,
don't brush over that.
What?
Like, is Conor Gallagher better than Elliot Anderson? Yes or no? Like, is he actually better?
I find it funny that you're like cracking up laughing as if that's the wildest thing ever. You've forgotten how the world works, don't you?
I agree, but I feel like the whole world has forgotten who Conor Gallagher is because he plays in Spain.
No, but when I say like forgotten how the world works, like, do you not think this is how the football world just works now?
What?
It's like if Conor Gallagher, was 4 years younger and coming through the academy somewhere, playing the exact same football as he's playing right now, By the way, there's a debate to be had that 4 years ago, Conor Gallagher was playing to as high a standard as he is right now. He was getting picked in fucking Euro squads, World Cup squads, things like that. So there is a debate to be had that he was playing to that level. I believe that people would be singing from the rooftops about Conor Gallagher. I just think new, trendy, whatever doesn't always mean it has to be £100 million. Like I love Elliot Anderson. I think he's a great player. I love Adam Wharton. I think they're a great player. You don't need to make them £100 million players for them to be great players. Do you know what I mean by that?
I do, but what I find crazy is that Tommy's known how good Conor is for a long time, and he's just never looking at him for a squad. I found that very surprising.
Yeah. And especially when you look at the fact that he's brought Ruben Loftus-Cheek in and other people that weren't, in the fold, Trevor Chalobah even. But look, either way, look at this game in Burnley. You alluded to it being, in your words, a potential banana skin.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we struggle in these games more so than we do against the bigger teams. I'm more worried about this. And you were talking about it earlier on, the early kickoff going away to Turf Moor. That's not an easy game. That's not a place you want to go for an early kickoff. The fans are going to be buzzing. They're going to be excited to be back after the international break. You know they're in good form. They've risen up the table a little bit since they were 4 or 5 games ago. I think they're 2 places higher than they were 4 games ago.
Yep.
So they've got a bit of momentum about them.
Last time we played them there, though, we smashed them, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
That was the day Cole Palmer ran right, no?
We didn't smash them, no.
No?
Well, we didn't win.
Did we not?
No.
Last time we played them at Turf Moor?
Well, last time we played them in general, we drew.
Oh, yeah, we drew. I know that. I was there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when we played them at Turf Moor that season, we beat them.
We did.
Yeah.
4-0.
And that's where we're going, exactly. And that was the day when... Was it 4-0 or 4-1?
I thought it was 4-0, but I might be wrong.
I think it might have been 4-1. Raheem Sterling ran riot in that game. Like, Cole Palmer did too, but Raheem Sterling was really,
It was 4-1, you're correct.
4-1, yeah. I did think they had got a goal in that game. They're just outside the relegation zone at this moment in time. Now, speaking of that was the same season that we lost to Southampton. Now, Southampton, right, they went down with a win less than Burnley have already got at the, 9-game mark or whatever. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying. So, despite me feeling originally, right, like they would have a lack of firepower, but it might be their defence that sees them get like a respectable amount of draws on the table, something like that. It ain't panned out like that at all.
No.
It's been the opposite, to be completely honest with you. Like, if you look at them in the table, they do concede goals, right? It's only West Ham and Wolves that have shipped more than them this season. But the thing that I found surprising about this Burnley side is I didn't think they really had goals in them, right? Look at the like high flyers in the table at the moment, which is obviously Sunderland. They've scored the same amount of goals as them.
That's mad, isn't it? And also, they scored the same amount of goals as Palace.
Yeah.
which I was surprised by as well.
And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this gives me confidence because we keep talking about the low block and the fact that we're still struggling to consistently work out an antidote to it. Sometimes we can deal with the low block, sometimes we can't. But if Burnley come and try and play ambitious football, which the statistics would suggest that they would, then I think that will be the undoing of them. I'll counter that by saying I think they've got a very intelligent manager in Scotty Parker that will know the way that is most likely to produce him points against Chelsea.
So what you're saying is that Amanda Broya is going to score the equalising goal in the 97th minute?
I'd say there's more likelihood of a 0-0 draw than Amanda Broja doing that. But what I'm saying is I think that Burnley will deflect from their style of play. I think they'll play... to be honest, I didn't think they played bad against Liverpool. I think they were down to 10 men against Liverpool, weren't they? And they only lost 1-0. But I think they'll play more like
Liverpool
they played
relegation
against.
Candidates.
Yeah, there you go. I think they'll play more like they did against Liverpool than they have against other teams, like Sunderland, for example, who I'm pretty sure they beat early on in the season. So yeah, I think that it will be.
It's weird Premier League how it works out like that, doesn't it? Because you'd expect Sunderland to have beaten them convincingly.
You say it's weird, mate. We've secured Champions League football and been beaten by all relegated teams.
Crazy.
Before.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
We just can't beat them. That's why I don't think this is a slam dunk. We'll get into our predictions at the end. But I don't think this is a slam dunk, for sure. Should we get onto the team sheet?
Yeah, we're about to go in to the team sheet. But just quickly, right, before we do this and give our score predictions for this game, because this could sort of interfere with it, do you know they're still second favourites to go down, Burnley?
I'm very surprised by that.
And that means that although they are... So they're ahead of
Wolves.
both West Ham, Leeds. It's only Wolves that are more odds on to
who
go
are
down.
you, we're third way through the season now. Can you remember who you predicted at the start of the season to go down?
Oh, God, yeah.
Who did you say?
I think it was two promoted teams. I think I predicted Leeds to get relegated, Burnley to get relegated.
Yeah.
And I think I said Wolves. I think I said Wolves, yeah.
Did you think Brentford might get relegated?
I thought they'd be down
They'd
there.
be down there.
I thought they'd be way more down
So
there.
who's your three now?
My three now would be Wolves, would be... I still don't think Burnley are going to stay up. I'd go Wolves, I'd go Burnley, and West Ham should have enough, shouldn't they? Who do you think?
Well, I'm going to go Wolves 20th. I'm going to go Leeds 19th, and I'm going to go for the last day of the season, Burnley to survive and West Ham to go down. So that's who I'm going to go for.
Do you remember Burnley beating us many times in our lifetime?
I don't. Has it ever happened?
It's happened once, yeah.
I thought you were going to do a trick question then.
No.
I didn't think it ever happened.
So-
In our lifetime.
Yeah, you know that game I went to?
Yeah.
That was a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
Yeah?
It's not a loss.
Penalties don't mean anything to me, so I don't count that. It's
Fair
not a
enough.
loss. It was the...
1 second. Was it 4-2?
It was 3-2.
Oh.
Under what manager?
Avron Grant.
Antonio Conte.
Shut
Under
up.
Antonio Conte, rare. Couple of random facts about that day. Do you know why I always remember that day?
No.
First game of the season.
Yeah.
What does the first game of the season normally fall on?
Near your birthday?
On my birthday, a lot of the time. That
Yeah.
game was on my birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Secondly, at the time, right, because obviously since then it's happened a few times, like, well, it happened against Man United, it happened against Man City. I'm trying to think if it's happened again. But at the time, it was like the first time I had ever remembered in my conscious adult life Chelsea getting beaten on the opening day of the
Usually
Premier
had
League.
pretty good record, didn't we?
Yeah. I can't remember us getting beaten on the opening day of a season before that Burnley game. It's happened a few times since, as I say, but yeah, it was a weird one. It was a weird one. Just before we get into the team sheet, players that have played for both, how many do you reckon I got off the top of my head? And you know I'm always honest with you
3.
with these. You think I got 3? Mate,
Yeah.
I got 7.
7?
I got 7 off the top of my head.
I wouldn't have even thought that 7 players played for Burnley and Chelsea.
Mate, there weren't actually many I didn't get.
How many total are there?
I don't know. I found out another 3 that I didn't think
So
of.
10 players.
Yeah, but there could be more.
Okay, so Broyo and Ugachukwu obviously are in the squad right
Yep,
now.
there's two. Think of one more. While you're thinking of them two, before you start historically going back,
Yeah.
think of another. Broha, Ugachukwu.
Well, I was going to say Dacho Fofana.
Yeah, go on, you can have him. That's number 3. Yeah, when you were going Broha, Ugachukwu, that was 2 players they signed off us in the same window.
Yeah.
There was a third.
What's there? For them now? Still playing for them now?
I'll give you a clue. Burnley had a great defence last year.
Last year?
Now he's gone there on a permanent, I believe. Or unless he's gone somewhere else on a permanent.
I don't think he's in their squad now, but tell me, go on.
Bashir Humphreys.
Bashir Humphreys. I don't think he's still there.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Bashir Humphreys, go on, keep going. See if you can get any more.
I reckon the past. I don't think under Daishi they had anyone that was Chelsea player.
Unreal centre back doesn't get into anywhere near as many all-time Chelsea 11s
Gary
as
Cahill.
he should. Yep.
He played for Burnley.
Yep.
Okay.
You're missing a real obvious one.
Was there a winger?
There was a midfielder that a lot of people say I look like.
Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah.
Legends.
I
Okay.
got one more than you then.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
on then, tell me who that one was.
Unreal there. I thought he was going to be the next big thing. Briefly came back to Chelsea and then just swapped Burnley for a kind of bit of a copy and paste on the eye.
No idea.
Villa. Swapped Burnley for Villa. Now doesn't really get looking all that much.
Ross Barkley.
No, Ian Matson.
Burnley.
Ian Matson had his loan spell at Burnley. That's where he was tearing
wouldn't
up
have
in the
thought that.
Championship.
Yeah.
Do you want the others?
Yeah, go on.
I should have guessed this. You should just say this name whenever I do this.
Yeah.
Who is a journeyman who's played for Chelsea and
Nicholas Anelka.
everyone in lower league football?
I don't know.
Nathaniel Chalobah.
Really?
Yeah, Nathaniel Chalobah.
Burnley. Fuck.
John Harley. Do you remember John Harley?
I do. I loved John Harley.
Yeah, John
He's
Harley.
a forgotten man. He's a Barclays
Blast
man.
from the past.
Yeah,
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 He's
yeah.
not even a Barclays
He's,
man. He's a fucking.
I think
he's a
He's
what
an
was it before
assistant-
Barclays? What was it? What was it? The Premier League that Arsenal
he was a
won?
Barclays man.
No. What was it before Barclays? When Arsenal won it, it was the Carling Premier League. He's a Carling man.
Wow.
He's a Carling man.
Right. Well, here's a quick question back to you now. John Harley is an assistant manager for a football club in England. Who is it?
Oh, I'd have no idea. So
It's a championship team.
Yeah.
They were a very good. Well, they were Barclays Premier League team.
Is he the Blackburn?
No, they were Barclays Premier League
Swansea?
team. That was
Borough?
no. They were
Wigan?
No. Let me tell you one more clue. One more clue.
Go on.
They have a very famous rivalry that we would never care about.
A famous rivalry that we would know.
Well, as in, like, it's a rivalry that we just go, yeah, fair enough. Very close to each other. Probably, this team had probably one of your favourite managers of all time. He had some classic moments on Sky Sports.
Can I guess the manager?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the manager is going to be Mick McCarthy.
No, even more classic than that.
Oh.
He leans out of car windows.
Yeah. Neil Warnock and you're on about...
It's
No?
not Neil Warnock.
Oh, Harry.
Harry Redknapp
Yeah.
was the manager of...
Who?
Took all of his Spurs players to this team. Classic Premier League team.
QPR.
No, Pompey.
Pompey.
John Harley is the assistant manager of Pompey.
When did Pompey come up?
Yeah, recently. Like last season.
I didn't even realise Pompey were in the Championship.
There you go, they are now.
That's what threw me. I didn't even... You were saying Championship club. I'm thinking Pompey are in League One, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're up
And
there
next you'll
now.
be telling me Charlton are
How
in the
fun-
Championship.
They are.
I know.
How I would love Pompey to be get back in the Premier League. I feel
love
like
it.
Pompey are a Premier League team.
Do you reckon he's still alive? The
Nah, he's gone. He surely
Do you
is
reckon?
gone.
Someone tell us.
He was living a fun
What
life.
was his name? Portsmouth. He actually
I don't
changed his
remember
name
it. I
to
don't
something
remember it.
Pompey or something. He
I
changed
don't-
it by Depot.
he was a legend.
If anyone ever went to...
You heard him.
I was
You
about to
heard
say
him.
Chelsea against Portsmouth. If anyone
Yeah.
ever went to their team, whoever you support against Portsmouth, you know who we're on about. dyes his hair blue, has the thing, always has the top off, rings the bell, the Portsmouth bloke.
You heard him
let us
before you
know
saw
if he's
him.
still alive. Big shout out to
Legend.
him. Legend. Our team for this game, I'm going to run you through it right now. Robert Sanchez starting in goal. Reece James, I am so glad that Tommy Tuchel opted to rest him in that second game because I didn't want him playing twice for England, because I do want him playing in this one. We are going to go with Wesley Fofana paired with Trevor Chalobah, and then we are going Cucurella in at left back, Caicedo and Enzo in the pivot. We're going Esteval on the right hand side. We are going João Pedro in the number 10. We are going Garnacho on the left wing and Liam Delap through the middle. Now, a lot of people right now, Josh, will be looking at that starting lineup and they will be saying to me, where on earth is Pedro Neto? Because I've always said that Chelsea are a side that function best when Pedro Neto is in the side.
Love him.
However, saying that, do you not think that there's a part of us that needs to be a little bit ambitious and understand that if there was ever a time when Pedro Neto will come out the side, it will be right now? Obviously, he had a bit of a knock. He is still, I believe, a little bit of an injury doubt. However, if I had to put my money on it, I think he'll play.
He probably will.
He's a little bit of an injury doubt at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But what I'm kind of saying here is, we're not rushing Cole Palmer back. We want to see Cole Palmer against Barcelona, right? So if he gets 5 minutes off the bench, okay, I'm not against it, but we're not rushing Cole Palmer back. We don't want to start him here. Therefore, I think that we move João Pedro back there. And I think that if you don't start Cole Palmer, then every starting 11 should have a player that you can point to and go match winner.
Yeah.
Fair?
Yeah, I think
and
that's
at this
fair.
moment in time, I think it's fairer to say that Esteval is there over, let's say, Pedro Neto.
Are we saying lads? It's Burnley. Is that where we're getting to now?
Are
we doing lads?
I'm kind of
It's
saying
Burnley.
lads. It's fucking Burnley.
Yeah. Is that your team talk pre-game here?
Yeah.
Do you know what this lineup is incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
It's almost the most attacking you could realistically go. It has goals all over the pitch. Reece James scores goals. Cucurella scores goals. Do you know what I mean? Let alone that front four that we've just named.
Garnacho scores the same amount of goals and assists that Mason Mount does in 3 seasons at Man United in his first less than 3 months at Chelsea. But I'm not
rubbing it in.
that. No, I'm not rubbing that in. What
No.
I'm trying to say is there's goals, yeah. Do you know what worries me about it?
Come.
Very South American from the defence there onwards.
Yeah.
Being that we're coming in
Yeah.
off the back of an international break.
Yeah.
But do you know why I really feel in this game that this is the lineup to go with?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Brazil weren't in South America.
What?
Brazil didn't travel to South America.
Hold on. South America doesn't just consist of Brazil. I can see Ecuadorians in there. I can see Argentinians in
what
there.
I'm telling you is those boys didn't have to travel very far. Enzo Fernandez didn't leave for international break.
Oh, yeah.
So I think these boys haven't travelled as far as you think. And
Well,
Moises Caicedo-
Esteval scored a goal, so I don't care.
Yeah, but he scored a goal in the Emirates.
Yeah.
So getting used to it.
Yeah. So has he scored just as many there as Madueke?
Yeah, he has.
No, but what I'm saying is, like,
dear, you little
Garnacho
shit
deserves
stirrer.
to start. Garnacho deserves to start. here.
Four goal contributions in 4 games. He does actually deserve to start. And again, like, what you can say is we've got 2 games that are coming up where you know that Pedro Neto is going to be starting. You know he's going to be starting against Barcelona.
Yep.
You know he's going to be starting against Arsenal.
100%.
So why not? Why
and
not
I
go
would
for
be
it
an
now?
advocate for that as well.
Me too. So why not now? Just go for it. Let's try and get a huge result against Burnley. Bring some confidence into those next 2 games. And then you're unleashing Cole Palmer. And
Yeah.
what a shame that is.
And that really is something that can't go understated here when we were talking about the importance of the fixture, is the fact that we have got Barcelona and Arsenal coming up in the space of, a week at Stamford Bridge?
That's about as hard as weeks go right now in terms of the teams that we could be playing.
It's about as hard of a week as we have had
Yeah. 3 or 4
since
years
Roman.
minimum.
Since Roman.
Yeah.
You'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%. That is a serious danger. And also,
And therefore, just quickly,
I didn't realise they're both at home.
they are both at home, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, just quickly, right, you would always go, right, well, you want to go into those games of such significance and importance off the back of a really good performance, but most importantly, a win. The strange thing about this Chelsea side is I won't actually be any less confident of beating either of them teams if we don't win in this game. That's not a compliment. I wish I didn't feel like that.
I think I feel more confident for the Barcelona game than I do the Burnley game. Do you know how mad that is?
That's a shout.
Yeah, but also, like, we can't play low blocks. As much as you said you don't think they will because they're attacking player, you also said they're going to be a little bit more, solid against us. Scotty P will be playing that way. He won't mess around with this game. And so we will find this harder than the Barcelona game. Because the way that we score goals, we saw it in the Club World Cup, balls over the top, transitional football. Yeah. We'll get that transition against Barcelona, for sure.
I thought you were going to say, I think we'll find the Barcelona game harder than the Arsenal game, or whatever,
no way,
or one way or the other. I was going to say, no, the Arsenal game's good. That's the
Arsenal game's
what
the
I'm
hardest
not looking
one.
forward to. That's the shitter.
The Arsenal game is the second hardest game we're going to play all this entire season. What's the hardest game?
The hardest game that we'll play this season?
Yeah.
Newcastle away?
Arsenal at home. Well, Arsenal away.
Oh.
At their place.
I don't know about that.
Bayern was pretty difficult.
You know. A lot of people have been telling me that you are a bit too cautionary.
I think a lot of people have been saying I'm a little bit too bullish on Arsenal.
Do you not just think though that when we lose, I'm toxic positivity, and when we win, Josh is too cautionary and too negative? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all
cautionary is different from negative. I'm fucking chuffed with the way that we're playing, but also I'm trying to keep our heads on the, because we had this last season, didn't we? We had a period of time where we were going, we're title challengers, and we were nowhere near it. So I think, like, being realistic,
we were 3 teams. There's only 2 teams.
We were nowhere near it. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
I don't know, mate. If I was in a race of 20 people and I came 4th, I'd say I was pretty close to the first place finish. I mean, look, I can't do the maths off the top of my head, but I'd say I was closer than the person that finished in 20th.
It probably is, mate. And your maths is real. You are actually quite quick at the maths.
Yeah, and that's the standard we hold ourselves to nowadays.
Yeah,
better than 20th. No, I'm joking. Right, let's have a score prediction for this game. I am saying Chelsea go out there, and I'm going to go for... I think Burnley might get a goal, I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Chelsea. 3-1 to Chelsea, and fuck it. We'll throw in some extra points here because I am going to go with a Garnacho goal.
Okay, I'm going to go 2-0.
And you're also going with
and I'm going to go for an Esteval double.
Oh, he thinks Esteval's getting braces. People, let us know.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? He's the right age.
He's about that age, yeah. Braces or pubes, one or the other. I'm joking. Right, people, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We love you very much. We will see you all in the next one.